You know what, pro se? Something as simple as the way you introduce yourself to the court could be a game changer. And we're going to talk about etiquette today because the court has set the bar low for pro se. And we're going to go over some simple things that you can do as a pro se litigant that could be a game changer. So let's get started. Etiquette 1, attitude. Don't go into litigation thinking the judge is unfair. Rather, deny the court the opportunity to be unfair. And how do you do that? You be prepared and you stay prepared. Don't take the digs personal. They're coming. My friend, you stay focused. Now, some of you can expect opposing counsel to try to intimidate you, make you feel like you don't know what you are doing. Be calm, because guess what? As I always say, no one has a patent on knowledge. So if you don't know, you just go read up on it. Stay cool, stay calm, and stay collected at all times. And lastly, remember, you are seeking justice and not revenge. The second etiquette, communication. On your first communication with opposing counsel, address him or her by their last name and continue to do so unless you all agree otherwise. Before you contact the court, determine the protocols of that court, particularly the judge's chambers. Always, always be cordial with opposing counsel. Sometimes opposing counsel can be difficult and make it difficult to be cordial, but nevertheless, be cordial. With regards to shaking hands and making physical contact, you can kind of feel that out. Individuals may not be making physical contact, but you'll figure that one out. The point is, be cordial. Pro se, initiate the required conferences and meetings that you and opposing counsel are required to have. Even if opposing counsel is not responding, you move forward. Stay up with the rules. Move forward. Pro se, listen to this. Memorialize all verbal communications that you have with the opposing counsel. Reduce your conversation to writing. One good way of memorializing your communication is immediately after you have spoken with the opposing counsel. Send him or her an email memorializing what you guys just discussed. You'll thank me later. The third etiquette is discovery. Start propounding discovery only when the court
designates a time for discovery to commence. Pro se, file your mandatory disclosures whether opposing counsel files theirs or not. When conducting discovery, do it purposefully and be intentional. You should know exactly what evidence you need or you are looking for, and those questions should be reflective of that. That's critical, okay? Yes, pro se. If the opposing counsel asks you to consent, giving them more time to respond, let's say to a motion or to file a required document, generally say yes. You may not think they need it, and you know what? They may not, but you might need to ask for an extension. And plus, it's just a good look for you. Keep that in mind. And lastly, don't play unnecessary hardball. I promise you, it's not worth it. The fourth and last etiquette: always dress professional, even if you're on Zoom. Where the court allows phones, make sure that you silence your phone before you go into the courthouse. Just the nature of courtrooms is adversarial, but it doesn't mean you cannot communicate with opposing counsel. Greet opposing counsel. No, it does not make you look weak. Just the opposite. It makes you look professional. And I promise you, the judge is watching. When you address the judge as your honor. And at the end of the hearing, say to the judge, thank you, your honor. All right, pro se, I trust this has been helpful to you, and I urge you to implement these etiquette into your litigation. They could be a game changer. All right? I am Advocate Lucinda, and we will see you next time. Take care.